Good evening, viewer. You're most welcome to the Nilecast on Westnile Television, where we give you the daily news bulletins of the day, every day from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. My name is Okumuringa Christine. Before we dive into any of the stories, let's first have a look at the news making headlines. In the headlines tonight, National Water and Sewerage Corporation hands over latrine to Kitekele Primary School in Arua District. Police arrests Gift Ibrahim for the hit-and-run accident involving a police officer in Maracha district. And civil service organizations insist on demanding minimum wage for Ugandan workers. It's Monday, the 1st of May 2023, and you're most welcome to the Nilecast on Westnile Television. Now let us dive into some of the stories of the evening. National Water and Sewerage Corporation handed over 4 stands latrine to Kitekele Primary School in Logri Sub-County in Arua District. The newly constructed latrine was a pledge to the Arua District and through the National Water and Sewerage Corporation Executive Director. Let's have more on that story.
National Water and Sewerage Corporation, Arua branch, handed over newly constructed 4 stands of VIP latrine to Kitekele Primary School in Logri Sub-County, Arua District. The facility was constructed using first account of the National Water and Sewerage Corporation after the managing director last year, during his visit, promised the people of Arua District VIP latrine to the tune of 13 million.
I personally supervised the construction of this VIP latrine, and I am very certain it is of good quality and is ready for use. Last year, our MD, National Water and Sewerage Corporation, visited during his visit in the northern region, he visited our area, Arua, and we were blessed during the invitation that the chairman of the district was in attendance. And during the deliberation, the MD National Water, as part of corporate social responsibility, promised for a 4 stands VIP latrine. It was the initiative of the chairman of the Arua district that he guided that we bring this VIP latrine to Kitekele Primary School. I want to thank him for that.
Shandia Dominic, the head teacher at Kitekele Primary School and the school management committee chairperson, hails the National Water and Sewerage Corporation for thinking about the school in as far as sanitary facility for girls is concerned.
Coming to conclusion, so my time, because the speeches, I would need to thank you very much for aid, and there will be more of this kind of things.
Without the intervention of National Water and Sewage Corporation, for the purposes of the girl child, you can see what the situation must have been. With the population of over 1,400 pupils and over 800 or 700 girls, you only have about 4 stances or 3 stances. So we can just imagine what normally happens when these children come out at break time. Even though we are speaking now, we will still see that what we have is insufficient indeed, because the girl child is at a risk, and you will find sometimes, because the queue is very long, if all of us look at that direction, you look at those old toilets, sometimes children just run into those toilets.
The local council 5 chairperson Arua District, Alfred Okwonze, calls on the community of Pajulu village to be grateful to the National Water and Sewerage Corporation for extending their support to the rural school. He says by law, National Water and Sewerage Corporation is only to operate within the urban areas, not rural areas, and extending corporate social responsibility to Kitekele Primary School cannot be taken for granted.
National Water and Sewerage Corporation is an organization mandated to supply water and related services in urban centers. The partner that is mandated to deal with the rural water supply is a different one, not National Water and Sewerage Corporation. We all have to be very, very grateful for the flexibility and the love of National Water and Sewerage Corporation for accepting to come down beyond their limits.
Ketekele Primary School currently has a total of over 1,500 pupils. Before the construction of the latrine, the school had only 4 stands VIP latrine for girls, which were being shared by the female teachers as well. Dennis Oringi, Westnile Television, Nilecast.
And more in our stories for the evening. Following the hit-and-run fatal accident that led to the death of a police officer, number 41374, Sergeant Adiga Constantine, which occurred in the evening of Easter Sunday on 9th April 2023, the police has arrested the driver by the names of Gift Ibrahim, 20 years of age, male, Kakwabai tribe, resident of Koboko district, for the death of the police officer. The Westnile police spokesperson Josephine Anguchia gives the official statement about the arrest. Let's have more on that story.
Following the hit-and-run fatal accident that occurred to our police officer, one Sergeant Adiga Constantine, which occurred on the evening of Easter Sunday on 9th April 2023. Investigations have been ongoing that led to the arrest of the driver that knocked him on the fateful day, and this driver was found to be one Gift Ibrahim, a Kakwabai tribe, 20 years old, resident of Koboko district. By then, he was driving a motor vehicle with the registration number UAZ 734Q Primo type, and he was driving from Koboko direction heading to Arua town direction, and knocked our officer, one Adiga Constantine, in Nyadri Town Council as Constantine was crossing from Marata Town Council offices to Marata Central Police Station. So immediately after knocking him, the driver, one Gift Ibrahim, drove to unknown direction, but effort has been made to trace for the vehicle, which vehicle was accordingly arrested, which vehicle was accordingly impounded. The vehicle was accordingly impounded and brought back to Marata Central Police Station, and the vehicle happens to be a Primo with registration number UAZ734Q. The owner of the said motor vehicle cooperated with the police so as to trace for the whereabouts of Gift Ibrahim. So Gift Ibrahim abandoned the vehicle to the owner, and he decided to relocate to Kampala to begin driving another vehicle along Kampala-Mityana Road. However, he was arrested in Mityana district. Then from there he was brought back to Marata Central Police Station to face justice. So as I speak, the driver is in the hands of police, and he is facing justice for the fatal accident that he contributed to, that led to the death of our officer. And preliminary inquiries indicated the cause of this accident to be reckless driving of the motor vehicle with the registration number UAZ734Q by the driver, one Gift Ibrahim. So maybe my appeal to our drivers is that accidents may not be intended. After getting accident, for their own safety, it's always better for them to move or drive to the nearby police station in order to face justice other than escaping. Otherwise, Uganda is small. We have CCTV cameras everywhere, and if one chooses to knock and wants to escape minus doing the justice, then he will be pressed and arrested accordingly. So to save time, it's better to report to the area police for proper investigations and then for the justice to take place.
And more in our stories for the evening. Late last week, the District Speaker of Koboko District Local Government, Honorable Hakeem Charles, was whisked to Kampala for specialized treatment after suddenly collapsing on duty. Charles, who was confirmed to be looking fit and healthy, shocked many after receiving the news of his collapse. Now, with about a week, information reaching Westnile television is that the Speaker is still fighting for his life in an intensive care unit in one of the hospitals in Kampala. Let's have more in that story.
Koboko District Local Government after the sudden collapse of our Right Honorable Speaker, Honorable Hakeem Charles. We had even a security meeting together up to the time of 6:30 p.m. we were able to communicate. But at around 6:45 I got a call from one of the honorable councillors of the local municipal council, Honorable Madam Joseph, who informed me that our Honorable Speaker has collapsed. And this got him when he was on duty. He went to West Division. On his way, he ran to a nearby guest house to leave his phone for charging. When he came out from the motorcycle, parked the motorcycle beside the guest house and went inside to charge his phone. Now when he felt he was uneasy, wanted to go for ease himself, that was the time when he started, the legs and the hands started jogging. So immediately the people who were surrounding him immediately rushed up and helped get him up. Then from there he was taken inside and given a bed rest. Then I was given a call. Then we were able to make the ambulance to immediately rush and pick him. When we brought him, the condition was so unbearable. The pressure was abnormal, I think 250 over 196. That was extremely beyond. But I want to thank the management of the Koboko District Hospital for immediately responding to give attention to Honorable Hakeem. All the doctors came in and they were able to manage the situation at night, and preliminarily what they were able to, the investigations were reflecting that he's likely to be having a stroke because of the high pressure. It led to the stroke. So as of now, that's the condition that we're able to detect. But until the whole night, we were able to stabilize the situation of the pressure. As now he's leaving to Kampala, we are managing him at a pressure of 157 against 99. That we think is far better than what we had before. So the reason why we're doing this referral is for further investigations. We want to have a CT scan. You're aware that the CT scan of Arua is down, and we also reliably informed the CT scan of Mulago is down. We are able to share with our Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. Charles Ayume, who guided us, said that he should come to Kampala. He should be referred to Mulago for management, but the CT scan can be done at the Nakasero in another part. So as we speak now, they are going to Nakasero for the CT scan, and then from there they will head to Mulago for admission. I want to restore the hopes of the public that Hakeem is going to get out of danger. From what we saw yesterday and today, he's going to be out of danger. All what we need to give a humble prayers to him so that he is able to recover back and able to serve his people diligently.
He's still on the ICU, the intensive care yet in Mulago. Yes, the condition is still. What is really good from there is one, he has the pressure is there. It has led to some blood clots. I think some veins, they call them arteries, some arteries or veins have ruptured, which has led to bleeding, blood bleeding in the brain. And that is the central place where they cannot even do operations, but they can just use some drugs so that they clean the blood clot. And also they also got sugar diabetes. And those are cases that he has never had them before.
And to end our Nilecast for the evening, civil society organizations have insisted that having a minimum wage will help solve the problems of being faced by the country's workers. Penina Mbabazi, the program director in charge of the debt and aid at Sitini, Uganda, said the absence of minimum wage exposes workers to exploitation. According to the civil society organizations, many investors who come into the country are fond of labor casualization, where top managers are paid handsomely, but the rest of the Ugandan employees work without contracts under poor working conditions. The civil society organizations also said it's appalling as to where each district is mandated to have a labor officer. Many districts do not have any in place. And with that story, viewer, we've come to the end of the Nilecast on Westnile Television. Thank you for being with us from the beginning of the Nilecast to the end of the Nilecast only on Westnile Television. Please stay tuned to the rest of the subsequent programs that follow. Happy Labor Day. My name is Okumringa Christine. Have a good evening.